Good evening. It's March. How is everyone doing? This crazy year of the fire horse during Aries. Mercury in retrograde has ended, thank goodness. I'm sure many of you are as relieved as I am. But that doesn't stop the fact that Neptune is in Jupiter and Aries is here and the year of the fire horse, and maybe there's a lot of change coming. And many of us are very excited about these changes, and many of us have learned to let go of fear and to actually anticipate the changes that are coming. And if you are following my little video series here, hopefully you are one of those people. Before I get started on my reading, a little sharing what I'm working on right now. This was oil pastels. There was things I loved about it and things I hated about it, so I went full abstract. And it needs more work, but yeah. And also, I got a little geeked out with that seal I shared yesterday, my Phoenix seal, and did one in all different colors on these envelopes, which contain a mystery oracle card, which I'm now leaving for my Airbnb guests to choose from, along with a guidebook that they can see what it meant. So that's just me being a little extra for our Airbnb guests, and also just really loving the Phoenix seal. Ah, so fun once I figured out how to do it. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a great weekend, and let's get started with our reading. I've been promised some of my spirit guides are ready and available to interpret the cards. I need only listen. Some of you are struggling with your own connection. Remember, it's something that we all have within us. It's just a question of, activating it and not doubting it. And I think that's something a lot of people are dealing with, this doubt with their kind of special awareness that they have now. And what the spirit guides are telling us is to stop doubting ourselves. Okay, and the first card I drew, the Death card. The actual Death card I'm planning on using for the official tarot deck. Or the official oracle deck, rather, a hybrid deck of tarots and astrologies and other inspirations that were given to me from, I guess, my spirit guides, angels, other sources. Anyway, I draw the Death card. Things can only get better, and that is so true. Sometimes we cling so hard to things that we've had, that we thought we had going for us, that we kind of put a chokehold on them, and we think that that is all that matters. And because we're clinging onto things so tightly, thinking, even though they're not great for us, we're not letting new things come in. And I'm reminded, even when we outgrow friends, relationships, family members, processes, our jobs, our careers, everything about our life, even as we continue to change and outgrow things, when we hold on to things that we have outgrown, we lose the opportunity to meet someone new or to find new things that are in our level that we can strive to achieve. And it could be that those relationships were holding you back spiritually. Many of us are starseeds. We've never fit in here. We've been, trying all these different ways to people please, to better fit in, and it's just never worked out. And that's because we are actually here to kind of help lead others, not in the traditional sense of leadership, but in the new sense of leadership, which is to just demonstrate, hey, this is how we do these higher dimensions, and this is how we achieve these things. So we weren't meant to fit in. We're not going to fit in with, Earth families right now. We're just here to, maybe it's sharing our art and our message and our story, like as I am trying to do here, or maybe it's, some other calling that is very similar, but we were never meant to feel comfortable here and get along with people and seem normal. It is our weirdness and our absurdity, if you will. It's our nonconformist ways that are what make us who we are. And until we embrace those, and until we let go of all those other things, death to ego, death to earth ego, death to what we thought was the most important thing we were doing here, we can't really be here for the thing that is the most important thing that we're here for. And I do believe that that is this complete shift in humanity and life on earth as we know it, in this trifurcation that I've mentioned in some of my other videos, and that you can learn a lot from Ishmael Perez about. But yeah, I believe that we are going into a greater time where we don't have a cost of living and these petty little problems. Excuse my dogs, they're still dealing with petty little problems. Okay, I'm gonna draw another card. Temperance. Okay, Temperance stands right between death and the devil, which represents addiction. And, you know, I think of addiction as more or less filling a void. But temperance is that space in between. And this is the space we want to achieve, especially right now during these trials and tribulations. You want to stay in a place where you can be calm, where you can be rational, where you can be peaceful, where you can even find bliss and joy just by simple things like going in your yard or using oil pastels or a ceiling kit. $10, I got that from a local vendor. It was the Little Phoenix. It came with 2 wax sticks. I've had so much joy from it.